Have you ever wondered how you know it's truly love? Not just feelings, not just attraction, but the kind of love that stays when everything else fades. It began quietly, the kind of beginning no one notices. No fireworks, no dramatic music, just two hearts crossing paths like strangers in a crowded world. I didn't know then that love doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it whispers. The first sign I noticed was patience. Not the kind you fake to impress someone, but the kind that waits without complaint. When I was lost in my own storms, you didn't rush me, didn't demand answers. You simply stayed, and in your silence, I learned that true love doesn't pressure, it understands. The second sign was choice. Every day, out of all people, all distractions, all possibilities, you chose me. Not once, not occasionally, but daily. Love, I realized, is not a feeling that appears once. It's a decision made again and again, even on days when it would be easier to walk away. The third sign was safety. With you, my heart didn't feel like it was being judged or tested. It felt guarded. True love doesn't cage your spirit, it shields it. Your presence became my shelter, the place where my fears lost their voice. The fourth sign was honesty. Not the harsh kind meant to hurt, but the gentle truth meant to heal. You spoke to my soul, not just my ears. And I understood that real love doesn't hide behind lies because it has nothing to fear. The fifth sign appeared in hard times. Anyone can love you when life is easy. But when my world trembled and everything seemed uncertain, you didn't disappear. You stood beside me like a promise that refused to break. That's when I knew love isn't proven in comfort, it's proven in chaos. The sixth sign was growth. Loving you didn't make me lose myself, it made me find myself. Your love didn't change who I was. It helped me become who I was meant to be. True love is never a cage. It's wings. And the seventh sign, the most beautiful one, was peace. Not excitement, not butterflies, not racing heartbeats. Peace, the kind that settles deep inside and whispers, "You're home now." So if you ever wonder whether what you feel is true love, don't look for grand gestures or perfect words. Look for patience, look for choice, look for safety, honesty, strength, growth, and peace. Because true love is not something that dazzles your eyes. It's something that finally lets your heart rest. In the story of real love, patience is never loud. It does not knock on the door demanding attention, nor does it rush the pages of a relationship as if love were a race to be won. Instead, patience walks softly beside two hearts learning each other's language. It shows itself in the quiet pauses between conversations, in the gentle understanding that not every silence is emptiness. Sometimes silence is where love breathes. When two people truly love, they don't panic when words fade. They listen to the stillness, knowing that comfort does not always need sound to exist. There are moments in love when one heart feels heavy, when thoughts are tangled, when emotions cannot easily be explained. In those moments, impatient love grows restless, demanding answers, explanations, reassurance. But true love waits. It doesn't force confessions or rush healing. It understands that hearts unfold like petals, slowly and in their own time. Patience is the lover who sits beside you when you cannot speak, who doesn't measure your worth by how quickly you open up, who recognizes that trust is not given instantly but built gently, layer by layer. This kind of patience is not weakness, it is devotion in its purest form. It takes strength to stay calm when you don't fully understand. It takes sincerity to believe in someone's feelings even when they struggle to express them. True love knows that silence is not rejection and distance is not always loss. Sometimes silence is reflection, sometimes distance is healing, and the one who truly loves you does not take those moments personally. Instead, they guard your quiet like something sacred, something fragile, something worthy of protection. Patience in love also means allowing each other to grow at a natural pace. It means not rushing commitment, not forcing change, not demanding perfection. It means accepting that love is not a finished story but a journey still being written. When love is real, it does not fear time. It trusts time, because it knows that what is genuine does not fade with waiting, does not weaken with pauses, does not disappear when everything slows down. In a love story written by destiny yet lived by choice, one truth quietly reveals itself: real love is not proven once, it is proven daily. It is not a single grand confession beneath the stars or a promise spoken in a moment of passion. True love is the gentle, repeated decision to stay. Every morning the world awakens with endless distractions, countless faces, and infinite possibilities, yet the heart that truly loves does not wander. It returns, again and again, to the same soul, the same smile, the same presence that feels like belonging. To be chosen daily is one of the purest forms of affection. It means someone sees all your ordinary sides, not just the charming moments or the laughter-filled nights, but also the quiet moods, the tired eyes, the imperfect days, and still decides you are enough. Love that chooses is not blinded by illusion. It sees clearly and stays willingly. It knows your flaws and still holds your hand. It notices your scars and still calls you beautiful. That kind of love is intentional, not accidental. Choice in love is powerful because feelings alone can be unpredictable. Emotions rise like waves and sometimes fall into stillness, but choice is the anchor that keeps two hearts steady. When love is real, it does not disappear when excitement fades or when routine settles in. Instead, it becomes stronger because it is no longer driven only by emotion, it is guided by commitment. Each day becomes a quiet vow repeated without ceremony. I choose you in happiness, I choose you in difficulty, I choose you when life is simple, and I choose you when life is complicated. There is something deeply reassuring about knowing you are not loved out of habit or convenience, but out of intention. True love does not stay because it has nowhere else to go. It stays because it wants nowhere else to be. It walks beside you not because it must, but because every path feels right when taken together. And in that daily choosing, love transforms from a feeling into a promise silently renewed with every sunrise, with every shared glance, with every small moment that whispers devotion without needing to say it out loud in the language of love. There is a delicate line between caring for someone and trying to control them. True love never crosses that line. It protects without suffocating, it shields without chaining, it cares without demanding ownership. The heart that loves purely does not see the other as a possession to be claimed, measured, or confined. Instead, it sees a soul to cherish, a spirit to honor, and a person whose freedom is as sacred as their affection. Possession is born of fear. It whispers that if you do not hold tightly, you will lose the one you love. It measures love in control, in rules, in restrictions. But true love feels no need to trap, it trusts. It trusts that the bond is not fragile, that affection is not fleeting, and that the connection will endure without force. Protecting someone in love is about creating a safe space for them to grow. To stumble, to explore life fully, knowing they have a heart to come back to. It is not about limiting their world or asking them to shrink to fit your comfort. To protect in love is to guard the other's heart as tenderly as your own. It means standing between them and harm, defending them from pain when you can, and offering strength when they falter. It is the quiet, unwavering presence that assures them, you are not alone in this life, your struggles do not go unseen, your dreams are supported, and your worth is recognized. Yet protection never becomes possession, because love understands that respect for autonomy is the truest form of care. Real love celebrates individuality. It does not demand sameness, it does not insist on dependence, and it never attempts to replace a person's identity with its own desires. When love possesses, it blinds itself to the beauty of the other person's uniqueness. But when love protects, it sees clearly, embracing the light and shadow that makes someone whole. It encourages freedom, knowing that love freely given is love that lasts. It listens without judgment, supports without obligation, and holds without restraint. Protection in love also carries patience. It allows mistakes, forgives missteps, and provides guidance without condescension. It respects boundaries and understands that true intimacy is built on trust, not fear. To love someone truly is to want them to flourish, not just to remain close, and to find joy not in their dependency, but in their happiness, in their safety, in their ability to thrive knowing they are cherished. Love that lasts is tested by more than moments of laughter and ease. True love is not measured by how bright the days are, but by how steadfast it remains when the storms arrive. When the winds of misunderstanding blow, when the rains of hardship fall, when life's tempests shake the foundations of comfort, love that is real does not falter. It bends but does not break, it adapts but does not disappear, and it learns to thrive in the tension between two hearts rather than only in their harmony. The beauty of love lies not in avoiding challenges, but in facing them together. Every disagreement, every misunderstanding, every moment of doubt becomes an opportunity for growth, for deeper understanding, for connection. Those who love truly do not run from conflict, they embrace it with courage because they know that storms reveal character. In the heat of adversity, love discovers patience, resilience, and a depth that the sunshine alone could never teach. It is easy to hold hands when life is smooth, but the heart that loves genuinely holds tighter when the path becomes rough, when fear rises, when uncertainty clouds the horizon. In stormy moments, true love requires trust. Trust that the other person is not the enemy, that differences are not threats, and that challenges are not signals to retreat. It is in these moments that empathy becomes the lifeline, understanding becomes the anchor, and compassion becomes the shelter. Each storm weathered together becomes a chapter in the story of us, a testament to the strength that emerges when two souls refuse to let go. Love that grows through storms also learns forgiveness. It acknowledges mistakes, accepts imperfections, and moves past resentment. It does not cling to pride or punish for fear, but chooses reconciliation, dialogue, and patience. Through challenges, love learns to communicate in honesty rather than in anger, to compromise without losing self, and to support without diminishing the other. Each struggle becomes an opportunity to build a foundation that is unshakable because it has endured the test of difficulty. True love also gains perspective in hardship. It understands that challenges are temporary, that they shape rather than define the relationship, and that the depth of connection is revealed when two people navigate difficulties side by side. Sunshine is fleeting, easy, and comfortable, but storms create the roots that anchor hearts, the strength that sustains commitment, and the courage that teaches hearts to stay even when everything outside seems uncertain. True love is not chaos, it is not constant tension, it is not a series of battles disguised as passion. It does not leave hearts bruised or spirits exhausted. Instead, it offers a refuge, a place where two souls can rest without fear, where vulnerability is met with acceptance, and where the simple presence of the other feels safe, warm, and familiar. When you are truly loved, home is not a physical space, it is the feeling that blooms when you are with that person, the quiet assurance that you belong, completely and without reservation. A relationship built on love, not conflict, allows hearts to breathe. It does not demand constant proving, it does not require daily defense, it does not punish for imperfection. In true love, disagreements may come, but they are not wars. They are moments to understand, to listen, to bridge the gaps between perspectives. The peace of love lies in knowing that even when differences arise, the connection remains unbroken. The other person does not see your flaws as weapons, but as pieces of the mosaic that make you whole. True love cultivates patience, empathy, and grace, turning challenges into opportunities for intimacy rather than confrontation. Feeling like home also means that authenticity is not only accepted but celebrated. There is no need to hide parts of yourself to avoid judgment, no pressure to be someone you are not, no expectation to constantly perform. You can laugh freely, cry openly, share your deepest fears, and speak your truth, and the other heart does not recoil. It listens, it holds, and it responds with care. This sense of security is rare, and it is the hallmark of love that is enduring, the kind of love that nurtures both people rather than drains them. True love as home also fosters growth. It provides a foundation from which both people can explore, take risks, and evolve, knowing they will always have a sanctuary to return to. There is no need to prove loyalty with control, no need to seek validation through dominance, and no need to guard oneself against imagined threats. The comfort of being home with someone allows love to flourish naturally, deeply, and without fear. It transforms the relationship into a partnership where hearts are not in constant battle, but in constant conversation, trust, and harmony. When love feels like home, it is enduring because it is gentle, consistent, and protective. It offers stability without rigidity, safety without suffocation, and warmth without demand. The heart that experiences this kind of love learns that relationships are not about winning or losing, they are about belonging, connection, and the quiet joy of being fully seen, fully accepted, and fully cherished.